something out of Los Apsu base station checking you out.
Countywide. Countywide. Hello again there, Quarter Wave Dave, lots of ops at base station, 441 is Spitfire, on my box with a clock.
Oh yeah, is that the same radio?
10-4, roger, right on. Why, what's different?
Nothing. It sounds good.
Well then I must have the dial set in the right place.
That's right, 27115.
Ha ha ha!
On the classic radio roundup, I do hear a little something in the background of fans.
Hello, Sparky. Maybe the dryer.
Evening, Countywide.
The dryer and or the afterburner fan.
Countywide is down there in the boiler room, utility room.
Command and Control Central.
Yeah, since it's a box with clocks, I'm running my T-Berry Stalker XX Euro version.
Where's the MASH transmitter at? Is that working?
I've got the flux capacitor in line.
Countywide's got the radio from MASH.
Oh, what, that big old Hallicrafters, the green thing?
Your big old thingamabobber over there weighs 400 pounds.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm not on that. It doesn't have a clock.
It's got a world clock in there somewhere.
Well, you can tune into WWV with it. Sparky, don't you have a GE radio or something like that? You got another box with clocks. One of them Fortresses or something or other, don't you?
I don't have a super bass, although I'd like to have one. I don't have any GE bases. I got a Midland with a clock and the Cobras.
Maybe it was the Midland I'm thinking of. Is that one? You have one. You got one that's shiny like a 70s stereo.
Yeah, I got the Wards. That kind of looks like an 8-track player. Oh, geez. Yeah, I think it is a Fortress. Yeah. Yep, but a couple other ones come to mind, too. 642, that's a good one.
I think the Wards is the one of yours that I'm thinking of. That's a box with a clock, right?
Yeah, it's got blue plasma clock in there.
That's right.
For the first blue LEDs, although it wasn't LED.
Yeah. But I like the looks of that one.
Sometimes they go for crazy money, and sometimes they go for very little money.
Plasma.
I like the style that, 70s trying to be a stereo.
Yeah, I wonder if any of the Stoner radios had a clock, or was that like a separate thing for them?
Well, Stoner only made one CB, and that was that sideband, the 40. And I don't know if they had a clock or not. I can't remember.
I thought they had like an AM adapter box, which was just basically some Midland mobile in there or something.
I had a switch, but I believe you supplied your AM radio.
Yeah, it had provisions for an AM lash up through the radio.
But they didn't make an AM radio.
Evening, Chuck. Welcome to Classic Radio Roundup.
Hello, Chuck.
Good evening.
27115. Channel 13. Tonight's theme is Box with Clocks. It's suggested reading. It's not required. There is not going to be a test.
You ever hear of SGC?
Yeah, Stoner's the S in there.
Yep. you know, a couple of times he reinvented himself with businesses.
Yeah, 10 foot. Hey, the noise floor is dying down a little bit.
Yeah, I got a consistent S7 here.
Yeah, it's pretty noisy, but not that noisy here. It was a lot noisier earlier, about an hour ago.
Boy, this thing is really putting a fire in the wire tonight for me.
Yeah, that's good. You need. I'm actually watching my modules a little. I brought this radio up a bit to make it over the noise.
I'm just cruising along. Of course, there's always more, you know, on the back shelf. Got knobs to turn. You know, I can get right up on there and be a big good buddy CB radio operator. Come on.
My speaker just blew up.
Actually, that is making it cut through down here.
Gets out there in the distance.
Yeah, you're really reaching out and touching it now.
Let me see if I can find some happy ground in the middle so I'm not killing my neighbors.
Well, that's a really good level. Just don't talk as loud.
Yeah, this is a Regency Formula 23 base station with an analog rolling digital type display clock.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think they were out very long, because they're kind of rare.
Yeah, I've never heard of such a rig.
23 channel AM base. It sort of has that I want to be a 1970s, you know, tabletop radio thing. At a quick glance, you could mistake it for, you know, a broadcast alarm clock kind of thing.
There's a guy here local to me selling the deluxe Royce base station that Bagger uses on Spew.
You mean that guy next in with the 642?
Malvern, I think, but it's a big old box with a bunch of knobs and meters.
Yeah, he runs a 641, which was the previous version of that. That's the 23 channel sideband.
Those Royce make some pretty nice radios.
Yeah, so does T-Berry. Uniden. Oh, I mean T-Berry.
Well,
No, I have a Royce base station in the basement. It's kind of a plain Jane box with its own power supply.
I think this Regency here is a Uniden board. In fact, I'm pretty certain of it.
They kind of have the same look in the back. The vents. That's one of the telltale signs. The vents on the back. The punches for the ventilation on the back. They use that long, thin, oval-shaped things.
You know what I found to be the other obvious telltale sign? Is it says Uniden on the power transformer.
Yeah, there'll be other stuff in there. There'll be chips and stuff that say Uniden too.
Isn't it typically etched on the board somewhere?
Them boards will say Uniden on them.
Yeah, at times. But I mean, the transformer is pretty obvious.
Yeah, sometimes it's not on the board.
But yeah, you're right about sometimes the parts will have it. But the big, to me, the obvious one, if that transformer says Uniden, it's pretty much no mistake. Yep, you can set the alarm and wake up to either a buzz or wake up to your favorite CB radio channel.
That's right. Wake up the channels to the Channel 6 of Super Bowl every morning. All the cursing and stuff going on them, you know, threats and all.
Because it just powers the rig up, right?
Well, there's an auto position that'll it'll turn the rig on, you know, when the clock sets the alarm time or whatever. You know, or you can put it in an alarm position and it'll buzz. But yeah, you can wake up to the Super Bowl. That'll get you up out of bed.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's right.
Yeah, it's it has actually, well, there's off, on, auto, and alarm.
Yeah, down this way, at 6 a.m. you hear the trucks lining up for their stone at the quarry.
What channel do they use? This one?
I hear quarries on channel 14.
Yeah, guys will come up. Yeah, 22.5, please. Well, put 22.5 tons in the dump truck.
I was thinking if you had a beam, you could mess around with them and say, no, I'm still light, hit me again.
I used to like driving by Porker Base with my CB, and I'd mess with them, get real close, and you just say your truck number, and you just pull it in a lot, and you want a dock number or something. You could get them to come back to you that way.
That's right.
Man, that Porker Base has been on Channel 21 for years.
Yeah, there is something on 13, and I think it's up in Fogelsville. 44 might know. There's a dispatch company, or it might be Brown Printing or something. I don't know. Something up around here is on this channel, and I do hear them communicating dock numbers and such from time to time.
I do hear them on occasion when conditions are good, you know, things are quiet. I do hear them.
Yeah, I planted some grass seed earlier today. It was a perfect rain for planting grass seed.
I got out there this morning while it was nice and sunny and cut the grass, knowing it was going to rain, and it was the first mowing of the season.
Smells good, doesn't it, that cut grass?
From afar.
Why, do you have hay fever?
That's right.
Oh, sorry.
And I went and played lumberjack and took a tree down in the back.
You mean the tree fell down with your help?
Yeah, didn't really exactly go according to plan, but I didn't hit the house. I somehow managed breaking the glass patio table, but the gate needs to be rebuilt.
Yeah, I found when you take a tree, you need two other people on the ropes, man. That's how they do it with the ropes. I always wondered.
Oh yeah, I know. But I tried to substitute with a come along, and that kept it from going into the house. But didn't really. I needed people to pull it to make it go where I wanted.
That's right. You get your slack, and then you start running. Run.
Yeah, well, sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. I kind of knew that it wasn't going to exactly go just because of the way it was growing. But I took a chance. And it's down now. It would still be up in the air driving me nuts.
I think there's cell phone video of that somewhere.
Well, the wife did take pictures of the after effects.
Sorry, I understand if you don't want to show them.
I don't have them. She has them. I didn't take any photographic evidence. Hey, number 7. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just on my way home from work. I'm just pulling around the back. I'm pulling into my parking lot. Just remembered it was Wednesday night. Just want to say, hey, my friend, I'll bump it down on you soon. You guys have a good night.
Number 7, good to hear you're still out and about. Sorry we don't run into you more, but you know there's always Wednesday night. Good to hear from you. Take care. Number 7, 441 Countywide Radio.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to retire, so. All right, Pete, we'll put it on you one of these days. I'm clear, 10-7, you hear?
10-4, number 7, Countywide. Take care, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Classic Radio Roundup.
Yes, and Sandbagger is mysteriously absent.
Yeah, he gave me a written excuse, so he's doing softball stuff. He said if he was going to be late, it was softball related, but he will eventually be here.
Yeah, I still have Texas in there real strong now. Again, adjacent channel stuff going on.
10-4 Roger, same. I think he said he might even try and make noise in the Mobile on his way back from wherever he happens to be. So you have to listen up for, I think, I don't know if he ever got that 2-pill in there yet or not. I don't know if he's 4 watts or more.
Last time I talked to him in the Mobile, he took it up to 4 watts. I don't think he had the helper.
Yeah, but I think he built it. Oh, he still has to build a box for it, though.
Yeah, that ain't gonna compete with 32 pills of like 10 channels wide.
No, there's nothing you could do about that except go to another band. Good grief.
On the bright side, I found this radio has channels. It's been channelized in the. It's got a tone control knob, and that's your 3-position selector. But it has a tone high and low switch on the other side of the radio, so it's like they already knew that's what you were going to do. So that's what this had, clarifier, unless this one came that way open.
Pre-provisioned for expansion. Yeah, I remember when it was all about expansion. Now I'm all about stock. It's funny how things change.
Yeah, I would leave that mod in this radio, though. It's tasteful, no holes. You already got a tone switch, so I'll just leave it there like that. To someone, they might dig that.
Period mods that are tastefully done, I'll typically leave them alone as long as it doesn't screw up performance.
That's right.
Like if somebody added a crystal box on it or something like that.
Yeah, Mr. Murphy came in there about a week ago.
Oh, yeah? Oh, sorry I missed them.
Yeah, he might have even asked for you. So that was kind of cool. It's like one of those particular evenings we were getting like Arkansas, Oklahoma, and then St. Louis came in.
Yeah, well, it seems that once we changed the clocks, I changed modes from my attention less from radio than on to other things. In fact, this is the first I've been in the radio room pretty much since last week.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of around the house work. I've been doing my honey-do list.
I got a honey-do list plus a self-inflicted follow-up repair list.
What was it, just a split rail gate?
Yeah, I got the wood around. I had to fix it. it's not a huge deal, but you know, it'll still take time. Just one more thing I gotta do I didn't have to do before. But I actually be able to get away with fixing it without spending any funds, you know. I can do it with materials on hand, and that's always sort of a relief.
I know, but that smells like work to me.
Well, I did get the tree down that I didn't want blooming all over. It was too close to the house and overshadowed the deck, and it was one of them, you know, stink hemlocks. I just like get rid of this thing.
Yeah, and this adjacent field classic radio roundup, and they're kind of hindered my ability to hear any locals that are out there sandbagging that want to get in.
I can probably hear most locals. I'm only getting a couple of S units that bleed over. Well, what is that? I can't read that. Yeah, that's like 2 S units that bleed over, but it is annoying. It's scratchy as all get out. And it is less than pleasant to listen to. And this is probably not the best radio for adjacent channel either, but I guess when you're dealing with splatter boxes, I don't think any radio is going to deal with that too well anyhow. Kind of light participation here in Classic Radio Roundup tonight. I mean, there's a whole lot of other locals close by besides you and I.
I think if it was quieter, more people would check in.
Yeah, and you're not exactly a neighbor, but I know you got it backed up a little.
Yeah, putting fire in the wire.
Yeah, I'm being conservative, but it's enough to get the job done. I always like to leave myself headroom.
Yeah, I have quite a bit of headroom here.
Let me see. I'm running about 1/3 of what I'm capable of. Did you see Sparky on the forum where No Streak chastised me in my mistake about saying he was from Maryland? He's part of the lower. He's down there with Henry and all those guys in the parallel Classic Radio Roundup. And another station falls off the airwaves.
I'm gone, blah, blah, blah. Check this thing out, see if I got any condition. Number 2 and 2 will be on the green. You're looking at me. Hey, what's happening? 27 around Petersburg, Virginia. What's happening out there? 27. It's a little bit rough, man, but you's putting some loud numbers.
Yeah, Classic Radio Roundup 27115 on the AM radio dial. Was that the bagger of sand I was just hearing? I thought I suspiciously heard a bagger of sand. On Channel 13, Classic Radio Roundup 27115 on the AM radio dial.
No Streak was just calling you.
Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. How about you, No Streak? Is that you out there? No Streak, 441 Countywide Radio. Yeah, Channel 11 bleed over is killer. How about it, No Streak? How about it, No Streak down there in southeastern Pennsylvania, 441 the Spitfire.
Yeah, I just think it's too noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not on channel noise. It's noise from Channel 11. On channel, it's actually kind of quiet at the moment.
Yeah, it's Texas. They're still in there. It's like you feel like going down and saying, there's a conversation up on the other band there, and you channel just up there. Can you guys move down? They'd laugh at you.
Oh, they'd be proud if you told them, hey man, we're on Channel 13 and you guys here on 11 are wiping out our conversation. They'd be proud.
That's right.
That's a personal accomplishment. On Classic Radio Roundup.
That's right. Brought to you by Fred's Voodoo Emporium, sole proprietor and importer of Aunt Jemima's ganja-dipped voodoo needles.
So, if you want them dead, you really should go and see Fred.
While you're there, don't forget to pick up a couple of tubes of deer tick ointment. You know it's that time again.
You beat me to it. The deer. Don't forget, buy one jar, get the second jar free of deer tick ointment, guaranteed to keep the deer ticks off your joints.
Ring, ring.
Yes, hello. You've reached the number that you have dialed.
Is this Progresso? I want to complain about a can of soup I got.
Yeah, ring, ring.
Not to be confused with Tin Can Audio.
Tin cans, that's funny. Last night, like a kid and I watched a video. A guy had a little, like, paper mache puppet with the puppet wires on it, and he was doing drums to Rush. It was pretty funny. The drums were made out of tin cans.
Yeah, go ahead there, No Streak. I hear you. I copy you there, No Streak. Yeah, I get the same thing here, but it's usually about once every hour.
Have you ever had a fucking gorilla chase you down?
Yeah, I'm about 2 miles from the Conrail Amtrak line, and the trains have some type of collision avoidance that chucks a carrier on this channel up about 200 cycles. So you can tell when the train is coming because you'll hear the heterodyne off in the distance, and it'll get just louder and louder and louder, and all of a sudden it shuts off when it pulls into the train station down in the valley. No, that's pretty bad, yeah. I don't have it that bad. But, I mean, it's a minor inconvenience for about 5 minutes, and then it's gone. Yeah, that's probably RF from like the speed controller in the engine or something, because it's all electric. And you copy him at all now, Spitfire?
No, I could tell he's there, but I can't copy anything, no.
Okay.
It might be just this receiver, but I don't know. Yeah, like I said, you can tell he's there, but that's it.
Evening, Blue Streak. If you can hear Sparky up this way, I can't hear you though. Hose A and Hose B said no way.
Okay, Roger on the 25 watts.
Can he hear me?
Yeah, do you hear Spitfire?
I hear crickets.
Yeah, like, was he waiting for me to say something or something?
He's talking. Yeah, okay. Roger, I'm not hearing those guys. I think a lot of times it's conditions, because I think previous times you guys have made the contact, but it all depends on the noise floor.
Yeah, I've heard No Streak and worked them before.
Yeah, I'm almost S9 into the gate.
And there's Sandbagger. I know I heard him that time. Somebody certainly said it. Did you hear it, Sparky?
No, I hear a bunch of stuff, man. There's still like 20 other skip people in there.
Yeah.
I distinctly heard Sandbagger said channel 13, 27115.
All right, well, we'll see what we can do. Sandbagger, you copy? You out there in that mobile?
Or maybe I just heard an imitator. I'll have to review the gate later at 8:33. You still talking with No Street?
No. Yeah, I must be like the halfway point between those guys and you guys, because I hear everybody.
Yeah. Well, they're pretty far south of me with a lot of hills in the way.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
I think they're directly south from me, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little southwest.
Yeah, roll video. I thought that was Bagger out there. He said roll video. Is that you, Sandbagger, out there? Oh, look at that audio. Watch this ALC cutout.
Video gate is a rolling for future reference.
That's right, no clipping.
Yeah, I swear I've heard Bagger in there a couple of times tonight, but maybe it's just a reasonable facsimile. And this is Classic Radio Roundup, also brought to you by the 05 Technical Institute. If you can build it, we can try and blow it up. If we blow it up, you didn't build it good enough. If I can't talk Skip, I'm gonna drop this mall all day long.
Oh man, my noise floor just went way up. It's like a roller coaster up and down.
It is sort of that way. I think we'll have to wait another hour till things get good and quiet. And even then, maybe not, because we've been getting nailed with the solar wind, so the solar flux is up, so the ionosphere is a little bit charged.
Midnight to 6 a.m.
I'm convinced that we get in here and start talking with some big signals. You kind of like bust a hole through it and people go somewhere else to talk that are in the DX land.
Yeah, show you right.
I see a big AM carrier.
Where?
I see my needle going up. You're throwing some bigger carrier.
I saw it a little bit more. I still got more I can go. But I'm not. That's about as far as I can go with the one pill driver.
That's right, the baby driver. Because if you can't talk, Skip.
Oh, wait a minute. The baby driver does do a heck of a lot more. I don't want to go up that high. There we go. There's the baby driver. Right where I like it.
Okay, let me see here. Alrighty, there we go.
Haha.
Moved up the power, but I can tell my mic gain went up as well.
On my meter, well, you know how these CB radio meters are. This is one of them ones where the S7 and the S9 are kind of close together and there's just no 8. It went from 7 to 9.
Okay.
That was fun to watch. Here, I'll give you something fun to watch. This is where I pretty much started, just kind of cruising along. We'll just roll the baby driver up. That's about as far as I'd really like to push it. I think there's a little bit more carrier-wise. Well, that's as far as it goes, but I think I start to run out a little bit of headroom.
It gives me full quieting.
S7 with voice peaks to 9. But when you did that, it went to S9 and then it wiggled to 10 over.
Full quieting.
Woohoo! DFQOM. I'm much happier running right there as far as keeping on the upper side for any length of time.
I get no skip then at that level.
It's 250 carrier, and you know, I got the 4-to-1.
Oh, this is a half a gallon.
Oh, carrier?
Yeah, with a voice peak to a gallon.
Oh, well, I'm doing 250 to 1K.
Yeah, 500 to 1K here. Let me, yeah, now I'm doing 4-to-1.
Yeah, that gave you more audio. Yeah, I'm at 4-to-1 with 250. To keep my 4-to-1, the highest I can go is 325.
Too damn much again. Now that time, Chuck, you full quieted for me. And there, I can bring it up to there about and be pretty cool with it for a little bit. Did that help with the quieting at all?
I'm telling you, I heard the sandbagger in there again, and you went to my plus 10, the plus on the 10 on the plus side. But quick pause if I'm hearing that mobile bagger out there. Who is that masked man that keeps popping in there that sounds like the sandbagger?
That would be me. Too damn much noise out there.
There you are. Well, we're trying to clean up the noise. We're all playing with our forward gain.
Yeah, you need a lot of forward gain tonight. Good Lord, I couldn't hear nothing but noise until now.
You've spoken before. I swear I've heard you a couple of times already.
Well, I was making little shout-outs here and there, but all I was hearing was Sweaty Maria's cohorts out there and a whole lot of hash and trash.
All right, it is quite possible I've been hearing you then. Let's see if anybody else has been hearing you, because I'm sure hearing you now. You must be reasonably nearby. I think you're still running Class D Citizens Band type radio power in your mobile.
Yeah, this ain't the Mud Duck mobile.
Oh, it's not? You're in the truck?
Yeah, I took the truck because I figured I needed all the help I could get tonight coming home because I was up above Reading.
Oh, 10-4, Roger, right on. So you're coming from the west? You're west of me?
Oh, yeah, I'm west. I'm only about 3 or 4 miles away from my house now, though, but I am west.
All right, 10-4, Roger, right on. I think I heard you in there a couple of times, though. We'll have to review the gate. But the first time I thought I heard you was at 8:33, so you can review the gate at that time. Of course, it's now 8:43. And you'll get to the gate at this point like, well, I've already been to that point in the gate.
Yeah, we're gating in the Mobile. We're having the classic radio roundup from the Mobile a little early.
Well, I'm running my box with clocks number 1. Second hour, I'll run another one. This is the Regency Formula 23. Slightly hampered receive, but otherwise works all right.
Yeah, when I get in, I'll probably gonna fire up my Pierce Simpson Simba. That'll be my big box with clocks. Don't get too much bigger than that one with a clock in it anyway.
No, that's a Simba. Simba's a nice radio. I ever come across another one, I'll be certain to try and give it a good home here. That is a nice radio. I like the design on that channel selector. Just overall, the radio is well laid out, and you know, the row of knobs and big enough radio, the clock. Yeah, that was a base station to have for sure.
Yeah, it was a nice looking radio, and it sure was a good talker. The receiver leaves a little bit to be desired. It is prone to intermod. It's a typical early Uniden design, but it does work pretty well.
Yeah, as far as looks and all, though, you know, it's up there in the sitting there on your shelf department.
That's right. Yeah, it does look good. It does complement the room decor.
And this is the Spitfire 441. I'm gonna take a standby and see if anyone else has a copy on the Sandbagger Mobile.
Hello out there, Sandbagger from the Lhasa Apsu base station.
Yeah, you sound a lot better down here than you did up at the 2142 foot elevation up there on 509 a couple of years ago. But you know what the heck.
Well, where you at now, Bagger?
I just turned into the bottom part of my neighborhood. I gotta climb the hills here.
10-4.
Evening, Sandbagger.
Who's that, Sparky?
Yep, 10-4. Yeah, Spitfire heard you there a little earlier on, and just we tried shouting for you, so you know that you can get out further than you can hear.
Yeah, I'm getting hammered with a lot of skip noise. It's really bad tonight.
All right, we'll catch you on the base.
Wait to get in with the beam and I can point it away from the nonsense. Then I won't hear it as much.
Yeah, well, maybe this weak receiver just might be weak enough to keep the noise out, and I heard you. I don't know. It's maybe it is a good choice because I don't have to so much hear all that stuff. It seems as strong as you guys have been hearing it.
Yeah, I heard it was a lot stronger before. It seems to be fading a little bit.
Yeah, we said that 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, then it comes back again. Yeah, I know how that goes.
And we were all up in there receiving, they started complaining.
Yeah, it's been one of those nights.
Yeah, so what big box with clocks are you running there, Sparky?
I am running a T-Berry Stalker, double X-rated.
Ah, there you go. That's a good radio.
Yeah, and the French version, with FM. Oui, oui.
Oh, you got the export version. Okay. I've seen those around a few times.
Yeah, they kind of look the same. No wood grains, all black. And then FM there, and the 87 chip also.
FM.
FM, no static at all.
It's kind of cool to have that option on the occasion to play with.
Oh, yeah, I like the sound of FM. It always had good fidelity. I'm wondering what that would sound like with a little high fidelity equalization and everything.
Yeah, it's a unit in chassis. I wonder, is it the same as a 148?
I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's earlier than that.
They made a mobile version of that rig too, obviously. It's the same board I'm looking at down through the heatsink there.
Yeah, the base was the Stalker 2. I think that the mobile was the Stalker 1.
I got my radio with the clock on it.
I think you might have doubled with somebody. Who was underneath Skeeter?
Sorry, go ahead.
Alright, I'm in my driveway. I'll catch you guys inside.
Yeah. Usually people are looking to get on the outside, but we'll see you on the inside.
Adelante.
No comprende. No comprende.
Operator on, where are you?
I'm just sitting back listening.
Hello, operator.
What's going on?
Box with clocks.
Went down to Lowe's to pick up this Black & Decker gyro screwdriver again.
You gonna make an antenna?
Yeah, it's a little screw gun. It's the gyro. Well, they're normally I think they were like 40, a little bit under $40, but they're only 19 something now.
Operator on knows when all the sales are at Lowe's.
Yeah, it's a nice little screw gun. It's got a lithium battery in it, and it's real easy to use, and it's a lot better than like a
Ron?
19.
That's cool. Now, he tipped me off last time, Skeeter, on them flashlights. I bought like 4 of them, and now it's like a whole system, man.
Yeah, if you've seen this, the gyro, it's got a little press button in the palm, and all you have to do is turn to the right or turn to the left. It really works out real nice.
That's cool. Ron, those flashlights, I'll put them up in a drop ceiling, like 3 of them. Just stick them up there on the steel girders, lights up the whole ceiling for me.
Yeah, they work out real nice.
This is the N3 CBJ repeater. It's very...
How do they recharge? Do they go back into like a docking spot or something? It's got a charger base? Okay. See?
Come on, Mexico, you're ruining our night up here.
I'm gonna have a cerveza with a lime in it now.
Get out of Channel 9.
Uno cerveza, por favor. Oh yeah, big CB radio sound on Classic Radio Roundup. That's right. Check your frequency. Frequency check.
Yeah, mine is on frequency.
I remember that when I used to first come in here, Skeeter, I'd come on with some radio, some eBay radio, and they'd be like, yo, you're off. I'd be like, what? What are you talking about?
How do I get it back?
How do I steer it back over? She's pulling to the left. It's nice. It's kept me in the electronic hobby, you know, and even keeps me sharp for my job, too, in that respect.
Yeah, it's a good hobby to be in. You learn a little something.
Yeah, electrical systems, controls, all that. Bragger. Valuable tube information, profitable information. There's a breaker out there. Go ahead, Tiggle.
Speaking of your job, did I tell you what I picked up over last week?
Sea bass with lasers.
Another plotter.
A 3D plotter?
No, just another cutter plotter.
That's cool. I was just talking about you, man. On the job site, I was like, to my apprentice guy, I was like, oh, this guy has got this rolling. I said, I think we can get it going.
Well, I got this other one. It's just a no-name brand, but I got it for nothing. Stand, rollers, everything.
Oh, China brand.
Yeah, but it was free. It came from a school.
Yeah, but if there's enough of them out there, there'll be parts.
And parts is parts, just like a chicken.
Partially.
Yeah, even came with a dust
free. I'm just thinking that there wasn't many people out there that knew what the word plotter meant.
That could possibly be a score.
That's what I'm thinking.
Where my wife works, they've got a new 3D printer on premise, and she gave out samples of the prints that it had done, and they were like a double helix side by side with like a 2 half-inch marbles in there in between, and the double helix twisted up and the marbles rolled inside.
Oh, that's cool.
It was done with clear also. It was done with clear.
Not much you can't do with those 3D printers.
Dude, the resolution on this one is, it's state of the art. That's all I want to say, because the company she works for, it's like, money was no object.
But can it make a reproduction of a classic radio?
Yeah, you'd have to paint it.
Well, can't you do it with, to where it changes colors?
Yeah, I would imagine so. Maybe they only showed that they were, just with one. But I'll tell you what, that it was so sharp and crisp, incredible.
Finally. Relaxing on the base.
Are you on that big old sideband engineer, Simba?
Sideband engineer? That's a pure Simpson.
There you go. Don't get them mixed up.
Oh, no. But this is definitely a big old box with clocks.
It's got great modulation.
Yeah, that's one of its best features. It seems to talk real nice.
Yeah, that's a Uniden.
Yeah, it's an early version Uniden. Same chassis as the Courier Centurion.
Yeah, I like the tone control.